It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. Sometimes pranks that people thought would be cool turn out to be cruel, and even occasionally backfire with deadly consequences. It's no laughing matter when someone gets killed in the interest of some innocent fun, but it happens more often than you might think. Halloween tricks might be an ordinary part of the holiday's festivities, but for one teen in 2014, the joke went horribly awry when she lost her life as a result of her stunt. Adrian Broadway, a 15-year-old girl from Little Rock, Arkansas, was with her friends toilet papering, egging, and throwing mayonnaise on a car, in retaliation for a prank someone else had pulled on her group. Unfortunately, a 48-year-old man came out of the house and opened fire on them in their car, killing her and injuring one of her friends. The shooter, Willie Noble, was later sentenced to 30 years in prison for Broadway's death. A 15-year-old girl in Little Rock, Arkansas, is dead, police say, because of a prank that went horribly and tragically wrong. Adrian Broadway was shot in the head and died early Saturday morning. She was with a group of teenagers who had gone to a house to do a retaliation prank on another teen who'd done a prank on them on Halloween, according to the Little Rock Police Department. The teenagers told police they had thrown toilet paper, eggs and mayonnaise on a car parked there. As they were leaving, a man came out of the house and opened fire. Broadway was struck in the head and died. Another teenager, the driver, suffered injuries to his right arm. He was transported to a hospital, where he was treated and released. When those kids left to go out and do this, they by no means did any one of them think that this was going to be a horrible event. Lieutenant Sidney Allen. They didn't think that it would end up being a deadly prank. Police have identified the shooting suspect as 48-year-old Willie Noble. He was charged with 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 count of a terroristic act and 5 counts of aggravated assault. Noble appeared Saturday morning in Little Rock Criminal Court, where bond was set at $1 million. CNN legal analyst Sonny Hostin said Noble may have a viable defense. While Arkansas doesn't have a traditional stand-your-ground law, she said, I've learned that they have sort of an expanded castle doctrine law, which means not only can you defend yourself and your property inside your home, you can also do it around the perimeter of your home. Hostin added, that's why this kind of thing just infuriates me. It's about, sort of, not only stand your ground, but guns, and the protection of those to just use them stupidly. Broadway's friend, LaGuia Bland, told Clark that she dropped the phone and started crying as soon as she heard the news. They was trying to be teenagers, Bland said. As you know, teenagers make mistakes, and this was one of those mistakes. In the midst of the prank, Noble allegedly ran out of his house and started shooting at the vehicle which held Adrian and the 6 others. According to the station, none of the other teens in the car were seriously injured. Little Rock Police Lieutenant Sidney Allen told the station that Saturday's prank was retaliation for an earlier prank conducted by Noble's teenage son. Apparently Mr. Noble's teenage son had done a prank on some of the kids that were inside the vehicle on Halloween night. As a result, they were doing a retaliation prank and it ultimately had deadly results, Allen said. Katazha Williams, 16, who was in the car with Adrian at the time of the deadly shooting, told KTHV the friends met on Friday for Taco Bell and a movie, but then decided to go to Noble's house to pull a prank on a friend. It was a joke. We was friends, we was gonna come over there and clean it up, Williams said through tears. It was supposed to be a prank, Williams continued. We were supposed to get up right now, and we were supposed to laugh. Noble is charged with first-degree murder, 1 count of terroristic acts, and 5 counts of aggravated assault. An Arkansas father is facing charges including first-degree murder after a teenage prank went horribly wrong. Police say Willie Noble, 48, opened fire on a group of 7 teenagers in a car late at night after they dumped eggs and leaves on his son's car, reports USA Today. Front seat passenger Adrian Broadway, 15, was shot in the head and died, and the driver suffered injuries to his arm. The surviving teens say that after a night at the movies, they decided to play a prank on Noble's 17-year-old son as payback for a prank he played on them last Halloween. It was a joke. We was friends, we was gonna come over there and clean it up, one of Adrian's friends tells KTHV. It was supposed to be a prank, we were supposed to get up right now, and we were supposed to laugh. Pranks are just about as old as human history. From slapstick schemes to senior pranks, there are pranks for just about every situation. Recently, pranking has become a very popular trend online. People are coming up with all kinds of pranks, everything from scare pranks, startling people, wake-up pranks, waking up people in crazy ways, and drive-through pranks. Just about any situation has become an arena for pranking. Pranking. The problem is, lots of pranksters end up getting into legal trouble because of their stunts. Sometimes pranks go wrong, resulting in an accident. But other times, the prank itself is actually illegal and the participants are caught by the police. The types of legal violations that can occur during a prank are endless. Even seemingly innocuous pranks are just ripe with potential legal disasters waiting to happen. Pranking will always involve some element of deceit and false appearances. Pranks can be pulled off because the victim doesn't know the true facts behind the circumstances they are presented with. But the thing is, when you're messing with people's trust, emotions, and physical expectations, the risk of injury increase greatly. When someone is startled, you never know how they're going to react. Potential for injury further increases when people start trying to outdo each other in terms of ridiculousness. Central to pranking is the tendency for a single incident to escalate into a prank war. Once one person gets pranked, protocol dictates that they must get even with the person. Back and forth retaliation ensues, often until someone gets offended or physically hurt. This is often how the line of what is acceptable gets crossed. Thank you for watching Fathers on the Case. Please like and subscribe.